lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Jeremy Lee in the building and every guest that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back. We're going to look at some cards tonight. Dog food soup. Welcome to the show. We are going to look at some fun cards here on Fanatics, but I am having what appears to be some connectivity issues. So let's see what happens here. Screen share, that's working. But if I right click on that, oh, it's working. We're good. We're good. Okay. That's nice and fast. What is going on? All right, let's just jump in. Thanks if you joined me last night here on the channel, Sports Cards Live. We had a fun show. We had Joe Perot, we had Dan Lynch, we had Josh Adams, we had Leighton Sheldon. Gennady, there is a Shaq tonight I will love. I wonder if I'm watching it already. Laura, good evening. Rob, nice to see you, buddy. Only positive vibes. That's right, bro. That is right. That is right. Well, listen, I'm curious what Gennady is talking about a Shaq I will love. So let's go look at the basketball cards first and see if we can figure which one it is. Look at the Mikan SGC. Well, we'll go in order here. SGC 1.5, George Mikan, 48 Bowman. I mean, it's got great color, decent registration, a couple of white gaps there on the shoulder and the hair, rounded corners, creases, off center. I don't mind it. It's not the copy for me, and I do want a copy of this card, but it won't be this one, but it's still decent. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a card that you take it when you can get it in many cases. 3,700 right now on this one. It's not bad, right? I don't mind it. How about the Bill Russell? PSA 3.5. Let's take a peek here. Obviously off center, high into the left, but it's got a pretty good solid blackish background, corner wear. Well, there are some surface issues, staining along the bottom. When was this graded? I mean, it's not brand new, but it's not back in the 2010 or the 2000s either. 3.5, probably the right grade. 3,200 on that. Here's a Kareem PSA 7, Lou Alcindor. Always fun to check the centering just by looking at the edge of the oval here, and pretty good. I mean, a hair to the right, perhaps. Top to bottom is very nice. It's a 7. This looks like a really nice card, actually. I wonder what's of course, we can't see everything here in two-dimensional on a screen. Little white dot there, black dot there, nothing serious. Oh, there is a bit of the bottom corners both are showing a bit of the top surface, not exactly there. Back looks pretty clean. 3,200, not bad. And those corners are not bad at all, by the way. That looks like that's a pretty nice copy, in my opinion. I really like that. But this one, I looked at this earlier. Second year Larry Bird, first solo card, as you guys should all know by now. PSA 9, 1981. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think there's a 10 maybe in the Premier auction that I was looking at. But even this copy, I mean, it's got the dreaded tilt going on. You know, this left border widens as you go up. And the right border widens as you come down. Not crazy, but I am looking for a copy of this card. I'll just wait for a better 8, and I know there will be one that will come along. So I don't love this 9, but I don't hate it either. So 575, probably, priced well right now. I know that 8s are doing like, around 200, 250. So a 9 at 575, if you just buy grades, that's probably a great deal for you right there. Second year Magic in a PSA 9. Let's have a look at this one compared to compare. Yeah, I mean, it's got a bit of that tilt again, just like the Bird does. So, I bought an 8 of this at the National this year for like $90. And I tell you, it's nicer than this 9, which is going for 340. So be careful. Here's a BGS 9 MJ rookie. Let's see, what are the subgrades on here? They're given 8.5 to surface, which is going to be hard for us to assess. 9.5 edges, 9 corners, and 9 centering. Let's zoom out and look at the centering. Yeah, I mean, it is shifted to the left there. I don't even know. I think it might be overgraded on the centering myself. I don't love that, but I've seen PSA 9s with this sort of centering as well. Well, can we see what's wrong with the surface? It's going to be tougher to tell unless there's something obvious. Nothing's jumping out at me too quick. Corners and edges look pretty nice, though. You got some rough cut on the left, but that shouldn't hurt the grade. So it's not a bad copy for a BGS 9. Not bad at all. Corners and edges look to me to be even better than the grade. So 12 grand on that right now, guys. Hot Shots, Michael Jordan, PSA 7. This thing's got like 800 corners on it. So it's always going to be tougher to grade. These little tips, they do tend to have issues, as you'd expect. But this one, they don't look too bad to me here. So not sure what the 7 is for, except that, they're probably just grading everything harder nowadays, unless we spot something on the back here. There's some scratches. Those look to be on the slab. I can't imagine this thing here is on the card. Maybe it is. If it is, that's a good reason to be a 7, because the rest of it looks decent. Not sure what that is there on the back. And right there too, guys. Right there too. But great card. 2,800 right now. High Risers. High Risers MJ. This is on my want list, and this is the grade that I like to buy these things in, because I just feel like 8s, with a high serial number like that, would have been 9s or 10s a few years ago. So who knows? We'll see. Well, let's see the back. Oh, maybe not this one. It does have some chipping along the edges. It's on the back, though. Something going on right there. Upper edge chipping as well. But still, pretty cool card. High Risers. Yeah, I'll probably sit out for now on that. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan Hoops High Voltage 500. PSA 8, $1,925. Pop 14, 1 higher. That's a tough card if you're a Duncan guy. A pair. Oh, is this the one, Gennady? Is this the Shaq you were talking about? That would make sense. The Hardware Heroes. There's the MJ BGS 9 at 6,250. And here's the Shaq PSA 9 Pop 3, just 1 graded higher. Whoa. No, that's not the one. That's not the one. That's a great card, though. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, that's just the embossment right there coming through from the front. So that's the logo. Yeah, that's a great card right there. $1,250 on the Shaq. Kobe Bryant PSA 10 97 Metal Universe base card is at 17.25. That's kind of crazy, right? Like, it's a base card, but it's a PSA 10. What's the population on that? Let's go to our handy friends at Card Ladder. I'm just gonna quickly. Okay, so let's just. Here we go. I'll bring it over here. You can see I was looking at Gretzky PSA 9s, but let's go to Kobe Metal 1997. Mattel won't work. And let's try the old PSA 10 trick, and let's see what these. So $2,800. One just sold for $2,800. Pop 126. 126 out of a total of 4768. So that's a pretty low gem rate right there. Tons of PSA 9s. Oh, what happened there? About a third of them are PSA 9s. What happened? Whoa. What happened there? There we go. So let's see what happens with that card. So Gennady, no, I don't have it. Are you sure it's none of these or any of the look? I didn't realize 3MJ takeit2.nets to choose from. Is it this one, Gennady? Is it the takeit2.net PSA 10 at $12.50 for what seems like a steal? Is it that one? Oh, big men on court. I'm not a huge fan of that card. Just personally not a huge fan of it. I like this though. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. We'll rip through this pretty quick, guys. Golden Touch MJ, 18 and a quarter for the BGS 8.5. Trick with this card is to always focus in on the ball in the middle, and you can almost see a bit of the shadow coming off of his rear end, if you will. And that's actually like the separation of layers happening, but that's actually not too bad. Not usually. Sometimes you can see a lot more of that happening throughout this part of the basketball. So is that should be a surface issue, I would think, but this is coming at a 9.5. So either, there are issues that happen post slabbing, or they just didn't know what they were doing at the time. Hardcourt Heroics MJ from Stadium Club, PSA 10 at $6,000. It's a really nice looking card, actually. I like the looks of that. And you got the full body shot in there too. Fully extended arm, about to go in for a bit of a layup sort of thing. Pretty cool. There's the Star Power Supreme. I talk about this every time we see it. I love this card. BGS 8.5 at $3,400. 3 takeit2.nets. This is out of 1,000, serially numbered on the back. BGS 8.5, BGS 9.5, and a PSA 9 in the middle. And right now, the cards are selling in order of grade. But the question is, will the PSA 9 outsell the BGS 9.5? So far, it's not, but we'll see by the end if it does. There's the Shaq, PSA 10. What's the pop on the Shaq, I wonder? Let's just check card ladder on that. I'm curious. We'll paste it in here. So what I do is, you go to card ladder like this, you click on one of the cards, and then you get the pop right there, and it'll give you the global population. So the PSA 9 is 55 and the 10 is 36, only 111. Global pop, 174 graded across PSA, BGS, SGC, and CGC. It's what I love. This is the global pop report. It's right there on card ladder. I love it. And if you want to, if you're not yet subscribed for Card Ladder and you want to, I have an affiliate link. Feel free to click on it. Get a little kickback. Be greatly appreciated. But the PSA 10, let's see what that has done in the past. $1,750 for a PSA 10. Recently sold. And we are sitting at, where'd it go? Oh, I bet I got to go back this way. $1,300 plus 26. So it's at $1,560 right now with extended bidding, encroaching upon what it sold for back in August of 2025, which is this year. So there's still room to go if you are, really looking at comps. You've got a couple bids left in there before you're there. Electrifying Kobe, PSA 10, beautiful card at $3,500. The BAMS MJ out of 250 at $12,000. 12 grand, pop 14, 4 higher. And it's a BGS 8.5. There's a Michael Jordan, Duncan Go Nuts, BGS 10 pristine at $19,000. I had this card in the BGS 10. I had it at the 2021 National in Atlantic City. I took it with me and I traded it away. But I got back some pretty cool cards, so I'm cool with it. But I think value-wise, I probably, if you look back now, I would have lost that deal. But I'm actually still have the cards I got, and I love them, so pretty happy with those. And they're hard to find. Kevin Garnett, we have both of his essential credentials, the future and the now. We've got the future numbered at a 78 on the left, and the now numbered at a 13 on the right. And you can see the price differential there. Basically, almost 4x for the rarer one out of 13, which makes a ton of sense. Cool cards. I love those, as I've said 100 million times. Not to exaggerate or anything. Raise the Roof, Tim Duncan. Couple of nice Duncans. I love Raise the Roof. I have the Shack in that. This is out of 100 PSA 8 at 2,700. Pop 6.2 higher. Such a cool card. Kobe Finest Gold Refractor from the year 2000 out of 100. A card that I don't really remember seeing too much, but I like the die cut edge around all four sides. $1,900 here, and it's a true mint. All four subgrades are coming in as a 9. BGS population is 9, 1 higher, likely a 9.5, but only 100 copies. There's a beautiful serial number right there. I love these gold serial numbers. Like look at that. That just oozes class, does it not? Sports card class right there. That's a classy looking serial number. People who don't know us would laugh at what I'm saying right now, but hey, we get it. 02 SB Game Used Jersey Gold Auto Kobe, numbered out of 25, BGS 95, sitting at 12K. Pop 1, none higher in BGS. Here's a first-year exquisite MJ base jersey parallel, or some may call variation, numbered out of 25, PSA 6 at $5,500. And it's got exceptional eye appeal from Fanatics Collect. This is the second year LeBron James Jambalaya. PSA 9 at $4,200. Pop 14, 2 higher. It's actually a nicer image than his, well, I think it's a nicer image than his rookie year, because he has a Jambalaya from 03 as well, but it's not nearly as cool of an image as this one. This Jambalaya, however, you can tell, you're like, oh, why does it look so dark? Is that the way it's photographed? The card is almost that dark. I know, because I used to own a copy of it, and it's cool. I didn't love it as much as I wanted to, but still a cool card. This is nice, though. You know, Kobe Upper Deck patch numbers, 3-color piece, going to be game used. PSA 6. What's up with the PSA 6? Is there some serious corner wear? There's a bit of corner wear, but you know, it's a patch card. Bottom looks pretty good from what I can see. It's hard to see the bottom left corner. There's a bit of glare. Edges look nice on the back. Just the top corners have a bit of issue, but and it's recently graded. So, you know, if we're used to the grades of, you know, up to about 2 years ago, this would be probably be a 7 or an 8 by PSA, but now it's a 6. So I think we're just able to save some money these days because of the harsher grading that they're employing lately. I really like this card, you know, especially if you like Upper Deck and you like the game jersey, the patch stuff on the front of this card, authentic piece of patch from a jersey worn by Kobe in an NBA game. I love that language. It's a cool card right there. Yeah, I like that one. What else we got? A dual MJ jersey from Exquisite, BGSA, $2,900. Here's a Dennis Rodman noble nameplates from Exquisite, 2005 out of 25 at $1,450. That's a cool looking card. And there's an MJ Jambalaya, but this is the 06 version. So, you know, post playing days, and but it's still $13,000 for a BGS 9. Wow. Kevin Durant, Exquisite, limited logo, rookie year. Great. I think that's a great KD card right there. You know, if I was collecting him or wanted one of his cards, this would be right up there for me. Magic Johnson, number pieces, numbered out of 32. Auto looks a little suspect, though. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, this it's been baked. It's fading. It's been baked by the sun, 19 to 32. So I certainly wouldn't touch this myself, but you know, sometimes you just got to get it when you can get it. 2,100 on that one. Oh, another problematic autograph. This is the problematic. Did I say problematic? Mike Double V tells me that the Riders just won the Grey Cup. Like the Riders, and there's 2 Riders. Is that actually, because like I'm up in Canada, I didn't even know the Grey Cup was happening today. Like the Canadian football. Are you telling me that the Canadian Football League's championship game happened today? I had no clue. No clue it was happening. That's the CFL for you. Like, I almost don't believe you, Mike. I almost don't believe you that the Grey Cup was played today. That's Saskatchewan. I'm happy for Saskatchewan. They deserve it. That's great. That's their whole life in Saskatchewan are the Rough Riders. Not their whole life, but I mean, that's their one team, and good, professional, I should say. So I'm super happy for all my friends from Saskatchewan. I had no idea. I had no idea the Grey Cup was being played today. Holy moly. Who'd they play? Who'd they even play? Chris, Canada has a football league. Robstar says it's the oldest trophy in professional sports. Maybe it's time for a new trophy, Rob. I didn't even know the game was being played. Montreal. Okay, good. There's only 8 teams in the league, so you got a 25% chance of picking the teams that are playing. Yeah, I don't watch any CFL ever any year. Maybe if like the Winnipeg Blue Bombers were playing the Calgary Stampeders, maybe I'd watch because those are the two. Anyway, Michael Jordan auto here. It's numbered 1 of 23, which is pretty cool. It's an exquisite collection autograph from 2008, but it's been baked and faded, which like usually you bake something, it improves it. You take some cake batter, some cookie batter, you bake it. You've enhanced the product. With sports cards and autographs, if you bake those autographs in the sun, what's the opposite of enhance? Dehance? You take away from what it is. Don't be baking your autos, guys. Especially ones that are, if this wasn't baked, this would probably be $20,000, which doesn't hurt me, it just hurts the seller. Panini Innovation Kaboom, Steph Curry PSA 9 9,500. It's a 2013. That's an early Kaboom, maybe even the first year, I think, perhaps. 2017 Eminence Kobe Bryant autos. We have 2 of them right here. They're both at $4,300. Have a look at those. Kaboom Kobe Bryant from 2019 at $13,500. Kevin Durant Donruss Optic Gold Vinyl 1 of 1. That seems cheap for a 1 of 1 gold vinyl. I love Donruss Optic. $12.75 seems too cheap. But when I say that, I have no idea on comps what this card might have sold for before, how Optic fits among others. Like, I just think it's a beautiful card. Here's a flawless Ruby LeBron patch. No auto, just a patch, which is fine by me. Numbered out of 50. You can't bake an auto if there's no auto on the card. PSA 7, Pop 1, 4 higher at 13.25. I love the old Rakuten patch here on the Steph Curry at $46,000 for the Panini 1-in-1 Jumbo Black Steph Curry Rakuten patch auto. PSA 9, the auto grade's a 10, 46,000, which is more like 54 with the juice. Dual inscription gold Kareem Magic at 6K here. That's pretty cool. Showtime. They both signed Showtime. That's pretty cool. 2024 Eminence Gold Bar Luca 21.5 for the 101. That's pretty cool. And here's a quad tag. Yeah, I think these are tags. Logo. We're calling them a Logo Man patch here. Are those might be the top of Logo Man? Are they cutting Logo Man in half like that though, or is that? It looks like Logo Man to me, or is it from a laundry tag? I'm not sure. But Tatum, Durant, LeBron, and Steph, like that's serious right there. PSA 10, very recently graded. Oh look, PSA is just putting multiplayer now. They're not even naming the players like they used to. They must be running out of room on the labels. There's just too much information on these cards nowadays. So they're just going to multiplayer. How does that work on the registry, I wonder? Does the back, because the back names the players. Interesting. 97.50. That seems actually really good to me right now for a card like that. That's such a cool card. All right, so let's go. Okay, so there, we've gone through the basketballs. All the basketball cards. Let's just scroll to the top. All access extended bidding is starting in 4.5 minutes. Basketball. Let's have a look at baseball. We kind of skipped by baseball. Here's a green portrait, Ty Cobb, sweet cap background, PSA 1 at 3,300. That looks like a nice PSA 1, actually. Like, yeah, sure, it's got a pinhole in it, got a bit of a little bit of paper loss right there, some folds and bends, but it's not a bad one. Those corners are so natural. Like, those are sexy corners there. Look at the curves, guys. Look at those curves. Look at that. Almost perfectly uniform. Not a bad PSA 1 Cobb. How about the Christie? SGC 2.5 looks pretty clean. Might be a little bit of a line coming down his face, though. Yeah, sort of like a hairline crease coming down his face, which is showing white, which I don't love. I don't mind the odd crease, but when it's, kind of cracked through, I'll come to comments just let's go through baseball, guys. And I'm going to go to comments. Here's a Lou Gehrig. This is a PSA 2. This is number 160 in the set, number 160. He has the card, looks the exact same just about, and it's a number 92. So there is a blurring issue from registration here. You can see also this must be an early-ish grade. Well, not too early of a grade, but look at those corners. It's got those same old sexy corners like the Cobb has. Decent color, got some stains, but the registration's off, which is an issue for me. The back's nice. Not horrible. Not a bad 2 right there. Sport Kings Babe Ruth 1.5. This thing looks great. Hold on a second. Let's look what's going on here. Okay, it's a 1.5. Top edge is beautiful. Corners are beautiful for the grade. We're coming down. So you can see a crease coming right through here. There's a crease right through there, but the edges are nice. It's off center to the right, but big deal on a card of this vintage. It's got some tilt on the bottom. What about the top? Yeah, a bit of tilt, bit of registration issue. What's going on the back? Stain. Oh, right there. Paper loss. Yeah, but above average eye appeal. I mean, listen, I was thinking the same thing. The back does have some paper loss, but you can still basically read the whole caption here, which is important to me. But is there something weird with the shape of this card? Is this thing's diamond cut? I think this card is diamond cut, you guys. It looks like it's on a tilt in the holder. Looks like it's just, something's awkward here. But still, I don't disagree with the sticker or the grade. So pretty cool piece, actually. Here's a 39 play ball DiMaggio PSA 4 at 2,400, and here's the Joe Jackson PSA 5 from 1940 at 4,200. Cool card. I don't think he's in the 41 set, but imagine this card in color, like the DiMaggio 41 play ball. Well, the whole 41 play ball set's in color. That would be so great. I don't think, does anyone know, is he in the 41 set? I don't think he is. Oh, okay. From 48 Leaf, we got the Babe Ruth SGC 2.5 at 3,300. We've got a really off-centered Jackie Robinson PSA 3. And listen, I have a copy of this card, and my copy is as off-centered as this one is left to right, but it's almost perfect top to bottom. So this you're off-center in 2 dimensions here, which I don't love. But look at the rest of this card. Look at the image. Look at the registration. The blue, the yellow, the skin tones. This is one of the nicer prints I've seen of this card. You just got to you just have to be able to live with that centering. Because, I mean, it's got a few other problems, but nothing, just some staining on the edge there near the border. But I don't care about that. The card should show some age. It's got it on the back as well. That's a great image right there. 10 grand for the PSA 3 Jackie. And then the Stan Musial SGC 3. This card is a top. It is a top my want list for my PC right now. And I'm just waiting for the perfect copy. And this one's not bad. Got some snow showing, but look how bold that blue is. Look at the reds. The yellow of the bat is really nice. Bottom left corner. It's got issues. It's from 1948 or 1949, I think most people believe now. But the grading companies haven't really caught on to that yet. Although SGC does call it 4849. 1775 there. A couple of Jackie 49 rookies, a SGC 4 and an SGC 2. And a Ted Williams 48 Leaf SGC2. Let's have a look at this Jackie SGC4. It's pretty nice. You know, like you can see this white under his ear. I don't love that. That would bother me. But, you know, I'm a registration snob. You can even see here, like some of the black plate came up above the magenta plate. And so you've got that fringe coming off the top there. You can see it on the Brooklyn Dodgers logo on the cap as well. And then you can see it kind of mismatch here on the logo. But, you know, not everybody cares about registration as much as I do. And I'm sure a bunch of you do now that you've been listening to me for so long talk about it. But not a bad copy. But let's compare it to the 2. The 2 has other issues, right? Like, okay, so look at how much clearer the Brooklyn Dodgers is. You don't see that black fringe coming off the top anymore, but you do have the white coming off the side of his face a little bit. Not so bad. Crease going right through his forehead. Nice rough cut on the left, a bit of a corner flip on the right. Mismatch here. You can see how the different ways that the plates kind of line up. You can see how it comes through and manifests in the card itself. This 2 is not bad for $3,600, in my opinion. There's a Satchel 49, calling it a rookie, SGC 1.5. We got a 49 Bowman Warren Spawn. We got a 49 Bowman Yogi Berra. Oh, that looks good for a 2.5. What's wrong with this thing? Oh, the crease coming through there, I suppose. But look at the nice centering on this card. I really want to grab one of these too. I got a thing for Yogi. Look at the back, super clean. There must be a crease. Like this crease must be pretty severe. Probably comes through the back as well. But what a nice, like this card. No eye appeal. No eye appeal. Did they miss it or what? I don't know, because this looks really good to me. Like from here, look, great registration, great color, perfect centering. Is this not perfectly centered? Guys, what do you think? I don't know. That's a nice copy right there. Oh, we see this card again. This card sold a couple months ago. Didn't we see this card not too long ago, guys? It's about, 85% of a Mickey Mantle 51 Bowman rookie. Decent image of him himself, but obviously this thing is legit from the got chewed by the dog division. And so there you go. But wow, it's like someone dropped a cigarette on it and it just burned. Maybe that's what happened. Either that or chewed by the dog. Nice Campanella 51 Bowman PSA 4, 52 Bowman Mickey PSA 4.5. Let's see how this thing looks. Nicely centered. Good registration, good color. Like this is nice. Back's got a bit of staining. That's good. That's just going to save you money. Like, I don't know. The back looks clean. Front looks good too. And it's an old grade. I don't know. Hey, some old grades are accurate still today. That card looks really good to me. There's the Maze to go along with it. The 52, that's a 52. Yeah, the 52 Bowman Maze PSA 4 at 18.25. How about a PSA 6 Bowman Color Pee Wee Reese? Let's have a look at that. Yep. It's off center to the right a bit, but good image, good color. Love that card. I own a copy myself. There's a 53 Topps Mickey PSA 3.5 at 4,200. We got the Willie Mays, which I think is one of the coolest vintage cards of all time. Let's say post-war. I have a thing for pre-war vintage baseball. Like, I just love it. Like the play balls and the Gowdies and the Bowmans and the Leafs. Like, I love that stuff. Really just love looking at it. But when you get, to say 52 and forward, I think this card is just one of the best. I love it. That's a 4, sitting at $4,000. Couple of Hank Aaron rookies. So look at this. From this angle, the one on the right looks to be superior to the one the one on the left. In the middle is way nicer than the card on the right. Even the colors are brighter. But look at the centering of the 6. The 6 is way off center, and the 4 is much better centered. So let's just take a look at these for a second. So here's the 6. Oh man, this thing's a mess. This thing's an absolute mess. First of all, you shouldn't have orange coming under the black outline of the Indian head logo here. You also probably should have yellow coming under it. This really bothers me. That's a printing error. You got yellow fringe off the bottom of his cap there. You have more printing error here. It's got tilt. It's off-centered. And it's like, there's no way. This is not a 6 guy. This is horrible. Unless you just care about the number, then have at her. Like, do what you're going to do. Okay, so what's good about this card? Top edge is nice. Corners are nice. The edges look really good. Bottom corners are good. They're 6. But this card, you grade this card today, it's a 4 maximum, you guys. There's no way this thing grades higher than a 4 nowadays. And is it $7,500? Meanwhile, here's a 4. Okay, so this is an interesting, because look, that top corner is like I don't know what happened there. Okay, I just don't know. It's got registration issues just like the other one. Top right corner, it's not all there either, but the centering is certainly better. Bottom looks about as good. You don't have any of those printing errors, which I just don't like at all. So even though that top corner, let's look at the back, see if we see something different on the back. Yeah, look at that. The corner's been like worn off. So I'm not saying that this should be graded higher, but I am saying that the other one should be graded lower. And I don't know. I'd probably pass on both of these for my PC, but if I had to pick one, I'm going for that 4 with the missing bit of corner. I just don't like the 6 at all. Okay, let's just scroll through. Here's page 2 of baseball. I found some more I liked. A beautiful 57 Clemente PSA 8 with like perfect centering. A Frank Robinson 59 Topps PSA 8 third-year card. Looks these are all really well-centered vintage cards. That's why I'm looking at them. Look at this 67 Frank Robinson PSA 8. Almost perfectly centered. You got the Nolan Ryan PSA 8 second year at 2,600. Clemente 73 Topps 220. And you got the Topps traded Tiffany Barry Bonds PSA 10 at 87.50. Couple of Griffey autos. MJ auto coming through on the baseball side of things. It's a really nice MJ card. Look at that. Like, what a great image. If you collect cards, and part of the thing about owning cards is you like to look at them, like you actually enjoy the aesthetic, the design of a card. Like, look at this image. It's absolutely beautiful. And you get a pretty nice MJ auto. He just lightened up his pressure right here, but other than that, it's a decent autograph. I mean, it's not perfect because of that, but that's not baking or fading. I think that's him. PSA 9 on the card. Great looking card right there. Check out those Griffey autos if you like. 2,100 on the Ionics and 3,800 on the SB Signature Gold. This one's 91. This one's from 2000. And this one's out of 50, hand numbered BGS 95. Pretty cool cards. Couple of Shoheis right here. And this is interesting. This is a Topps Transcendent quad cut auto with Clemente. Let's just look at this. Clemente, Honus Wagner, Ralph Kiner, and Willie Stargell. I mean, that's really cool. Now, this is an oversized piece. It's just pretty cool. Pretty cool piece. 4 great autos right there. Okay, so that's what I was picking out for baseball. Guys, I'm going to go to the comments now. It's been a while. I apologize. But let's see. Okay, what are we talking about here? The Shaq, you mean? Big men on court. Yeah, we addressed that. BWS, I'm on fire looking through these offerings. I think all of this shill talk has gotten me fired up. That card ladder site, it's awesome, Chris. It's awesome. I've been using it since they've been out for 5 years. I've been using it since Card Ladder launched, and I'm in it every day. Like, it's crazy. Could have used it at Expo. Would have saved me some dollars. Well, you know what? You spread around a little bit more love that way, didn't you? Hello, Jeff McMahon. Good to see you. Sundin, boo, down with the Riders, and you're in Manitoba. Fair. Hey, I'm from Manitoba too, buddy. What does dog food say? Dozens of fans filled the stadium and at least 8 people watched it on TV. Unfortunately. Hey, hey Kinger, what's going on? Rob Star face registration on that Cobb is really nice. It was. Found treasures. Good evening. Jackson not in the 41 set would be an insane. Wouldn't it be insane though? What's up, David Marone? Good to see you, buddy. Says that Jackie worth 13. For the money, he prefers the PSA 2 Jackie. Nick, what's going on? What do you think? A Timu Ovi notable, you mean honorable numbers. They're not called notable. They're called honorable numbers. Out of 8, 3 colors on both is worth today. Well, I know a buddy of mine just bought one at the expo. I know the seller, Ronnie. Ronnie was the seller. He's out of Imperial out of northern Alberta here. And I know that I looked at that card in Ronnie's booth at the Saskatchewan show. I think he was asking 2,500. I know he sold it at the he sold it at the expo to Case Hit Hunter. I don't know what he paid for it, but I think it's worth, I don't know, Nick, like a couple grand, I would say, a couple grand Canadian. I'm just thinking Canadian because of the national, or the expo that I was just at. Okay. Why, you got one? I have one. I have the second year they did that pair. I'm still looking for the first year. Okay, let's look at hockey now. Opeachy, Wayne Gretzky, PSA 6.5. Let's see if I haven't looked at this card yet. I'm not looking at it right now. That's okay, Nikki. That's okay. Honorable numbers, no worries. I haven't looked at this card yet. I hope I don't have to beat it up. I want to like it. Let's see. All right, let's zoom in now. Okay, let's zoom out a bit first. Look at the centering. Not bad centering. A slight clockwise tilt, but not the oil drop looks really good. But let's zoom in now. Let's start with the oil drop actually. So it's shifted a hair to the right. And yeah, because of that, we're going to see a soft red glow off the bottom side of both of his legs. We knew that was going to be there. Bottom edge and bottom left corner are perfect. I love them. Bottom right corner, we're seeing a little bit more white, but you zoom out, you're not going to notice that too much. You might just chalk it up to being the rough cut, but I don't mind that bottom right corner at all. We're not seeing any of the white gaps between the blue and the black, which I love. It's good registration there. Now we are seeing a bit of yellow coming in here, but not a big. Well, you're seeing a bit of the magenta coming this way now into this what should be a clean white bar. His face is only slightly blurred, not bad. Word Edmonton does have a few snow flakes in it, but not too bad. And the top edge is great. The top corners are really nice. I mean, I think this is a really good copy overall. I don't know that I would want it. I want perfect registration on my Gretzky rookies. I want it perfect. There's so many options out there. I want it perfect, but this is still a great copy, and I don't disagree with the grade at all. So I'm good with it if you're good with it. Here's a second year Wayne, PSA 9, sitting at 1550. Do I like this one? I'm a big fan of this card, guys. But the question is, do I like this copy? Little bit light in the color. And it's got some tilt as well. That left edge, that left border is narrowing slightly as you go up. It's got, this is all on the slab here. There's some you can clean that out though. You can clean your slabs. You can clean out, you can buff out scuffs on your slabs, guys, just not on your cards, according to popular hobby etiquette. I don't know. I don't love this copy. Something about it. It's just don't love it. And another card you got options on, but 1550 seems about right for me. How about a PSA 9 Topps Ray Bourque rookie? Let's see what this one looks like. See, with this black scratch off, I'd prefer it was solid and you weren't seeing any of the colors coming through, but it's not a big deal. It's still pretty nice. It's not perfectly center, but it's also not a 10, so cool card. I used to have one of the few PSA 10s of this card, and I moved it in the Joe Jackson maneuver. Next row, couple of Gretzky PSA 10s, the 83 and the 84. Great cards. A PSA 10 Steve Yzerman rookie. Oh, we haven't got to really scrutinize one of these lately. And these cards are, yeah, this is not a great copy, guys. Ugh. I want to I don't want to come on. You know, I do this show on behalf of and for Fanatics Collect. And I come on here and I beat up all these cards. Like, I don't want to have to do that, but I have to, you know, like, what am I going to do? Tell you it's beautiful when it's not? No, this is a disaster. Listen, when I say let me rephrase. The registration is a disaster on this copy. How can it get a 10? Come on. But it's an old grade, so fine, but still, like, did they not look at focus? Oh, it frustrates me so much. Like, the centering's really nice, right? Like, look at the angles, look at the angle from the tip of the corner of the card to the tip of the black square, tip. Those angles look to be almost bang on. You come to the top, it's a bit harder because it's rounded, but a really well-centered copy. But look at his face. It's like you got to put on your glasses to see him. Okay, I said disaster. Look at all these gaps. Look at the yellow between the red and the black. Look at the white between the pink and the black there. Look at all these spaces in here above the black. You got a blemish up over there. Look at how thick the line is between the pink and the black line there. And guy, can you see? There should not be any yellow. There should not be any yellow in this band right here. There's a fisheye right there. Oh, sorry, right over there, blue fisheye. And then right here, look at this. This is just, you got the pink coming off. You got the gaps here. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe, you know, print quality is not something the PSA used to consider in their grades, or they just didn't care, or they just didn't know about it. I don't know, but that to me is just an oversight. So, you know, if anyone buys this and shows it to me and, hey, look what I got, I'm going to have to pretend like I'm happy for you, because I will not be. All right. Here's a PSA 9 O-Pee-Chee Patrick Waugh rookie card. It's got the little black dot. Some people won't buy this card if it doesn't have this black dot here, but you don't need the black dot to be real. There are real ones without it. Yeah, that top right corner looks a little soft for a 9 to me. Yeah. So if you need it for your set registry, go for it. I'm not crazy about it. I wish I was. Here's another PSA 10, a couple of PSA 10 Gretzky O-Pee-Chees, the 87 and the 88. And the 88 is much more expensive than the 87 in this case. Must be a population thing. Joe Sakic, Topps finest refractor with coating. This is like the first year of finest refractors in hockey, and that's the Joe Sakic PSA 9, very recently graded, $43. I mean, that's a deal, I think. Finest mystery gold Topps refractor Gretzky PSA 10, pop 10 at 14.25. Decent. And here's a 1999 MVP gold script Gretzky out of 100, PSA 10, pop 8 at $12.50. Wow, that's healthy right there. Here's a McDavid tribute RPA from Cup. Tribute back to 06-07. Pretty cool design. Nice 3-color patch. Should be game worn. 2200. Connor Bedard Platinum Portraits PSA 9 at $875. And a Connor Bedard Cup RPA out of 99 at $11,500. 11.5 on the Connor Bedard RPA. I like the Sakic here, guys. And this whole set, it often feels off center, top to bottom. Like well, if you look at the room between the top of this sort of arced name bar, it goes right from up here to here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, and then you come to the bottom of the card, and there seems to just they always seem to sit low to me. I don't know if I've ever seen one with like great centering. Am I sensing a print line here? What's this coming up here? See that? Am I seeing a print line here? Does it come all the way up? I can't tell. Peel's on. At least the peel, the letters on the peel don't infringe his face, so that's pretty cool. Turn that down a little bit. All right. Let's see. So that's it for hockey. There wasn't a lot of hockey this week, guys. We've got, there's the Gretzky 6'5". What's going on here? Our football. Johnny Unitas, PSA 4 rookie at 370. Looks like a nice 4. Good color. It's off center to the left. It's this bottom right corner is missing a ton of the gloss. But other than, and the top right as well. Okay. Properly graded for sure, but not bad. Like a nice look, great registration, great color. I like it for 370. Gale Sayers, PSA 8 at 1700. The Upper Deck Heroes, Joe Montana autograph, numbered out of 2500, is at 420. Here's a Brett Favre Essential Credentials out of 100 at $1,500 for a BGS 9.5. There's another Favre. We see lots of Favre cards lately. Finest Gold Refractor out of 100 at 775. PSA 10 pop of only 2 from 1999. There's a Randy Moss Essential Credentials out of 41 at 4,100. And a Mahomes Nike Tag NFL Shield at $19,000 with an auto. And a Dan Marino. Meanwhile, there's a Dan Marino Nike swatch for a measly $875. Obviously, way post playing days and all that, but it's still pretty cool. Looks like that is from what would be his right shoe, I believe. I'm kind of taking a stab at that. I don't know. I don't even know if it matters. I don't think it matters. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to look at here, guys. One more card that I'm going to go to. I think it should show up my watch list. If we go to non-sports, it's not showing up here. So let's get rid of my watch list. All items, auction number 200. And now let's go to non-sports. And let's see if I can find this card. Here it is, the Superman. I own a copy of this card. I love it. This is a BGS 2. And it's pretty messed up, right? Like it's got surface issues. It's almost got like some lightning strike type creases coming down at him from the sky, almost fitting maybe. Super rounded corners, super toned and stained on the surface. The reason why I bring this up is I saw a copy of this card in similar grade at the expo, and I asked the guy how much because there was no price on it, and he said 12. And I wasn't sure if he meant 1,200 or 12,000, but he meant 12,000. So, listen, you can ask whatever you want for a card, but here's a BGS 2 at 2,100. You would have had to pay 12,000 Canadian, mind you. So, like, 888 or 8,500 US at the expo for one. So this might be a good deal compared to that. But I think even that one was nicer than this one. But I also was just curious how that guy's pricing was. So we'll see. There's that card right there. We'll just leave that up over there. All right, where are we at here? 6 minutes away from the first round of cards being sold. So we can see if it says bid is needed to extend the item, wherever we see that red text there, and we're seeing it on a lot of these cards, we know that that those cards are going to be sold in the next 5.5 minutes. Anything like this one here says extended to next window, mean it's going to go for another 5 minutes and have the opportunity to get another bid, in which if it doesn't in that 5-minute window, that card will be sold. But all of these cards, many of these cards still need bids to get into the next bid window. All right, gonna go back to some comments here for a moment. I want to keep up with you guys. Gennady, you're setting up at your first show next weekend. Yeah, good luck, bud. Good luck. Is that the Chicago Spectacular? Where are you going to be? The Gretzky review is now in session, Laura. Thank you. Clockwise tilt is prominent. What is up? Yeah, it's good to see you. Professor, good to see you. Simon 466. The Joe Jackson maneuver sounds like the name of a jazz band. Yeah, right? Good catch, Simon. Good catch. Rob says that Yzerman was graded on a Monday morning. Yeah, when they're just fresh, right? Fresh for sure. Yeah, that's a great show. I've never been to a Gennady, but I've heard it's a great show. It's a long-running show. So have fun, bud. Yeah, good luck. Good luck at the show for sure. Now, I just want to take a second, guys, and I want to go on my phone and open up my Fanatics app in my account where I can actually bid on cards, because this account here is just for doing the show. And I just feel like there were a few cards there that I wouldn't mind throwing my hat in the ring on, perhaps. Like that Sakic. Of course, I'm going to talk myself out. I don't know. Was that a print line? Anyone have any thoughts? Are any of you going for that? If you are, I'll step away. Like, I don't need it. I just think it's cool. And it's a nice Sakic. Not finding it too quick here because I don't have, like, it's a different account. So I don't favorite things here. There it is. $43. Like, does it have a print line? I think it does. And like PSA still gives it a 9. That's a recent grade too. But I can't buy a card with a print line. I just can't do it. That's all I will ever look at. Do you guys buy cards with print lines at all? What's up, Eastridge Hobbies? That's my boy Mikey, who bought himself an amazing Thurman Munson O-Pee-Chee rookie card at the expo. I even took a picture with him of that card. Me, him, and the card. I was so happy for him. Here, I'm going to share it with you guys right now. Look at that here. Hold on a second. Look at that. That's Mikey, guys. That's my guy. Look at that. You can see how impressed I was with that card, huh? Congratulations to him on that pickup. So cool, buddy. So cool. I'm very happy for you. All right. Oh, yeah. I was looking at cards for myself now. Hold on. So what's your thoughts, guys? Help me out on the Sakic. Should I place a bid or what? I know you're going to tell me to bid. You're probably going to say, yeah, go bid on it, right? Okay, what I want to do is I'm going to run through what we're watching here and let's see what's going on. And if I want, so have a look. Let me know, what are you guys bidding on here? The Mutual's awesome. Not the copy for me. Who said they wanted the 2? Was that Rob? Rob liked the SGC2 Jackie. That's a great card, right, Rob? Well, Rob, what did you think about the Yogi? I love that Yogi. I want to copy this Campanella as well. And I want the Mickey, and I want the Maze. I want to put that flight together. Okay, so nothing there that I'm going to bid on. What about this page? No, nothing there. Let's go to basketball. I do like the Mikan, but I'm going to wait for a different copy. The high risers I was thinking about, but I think I'm going to hold off. You've got this Shaq Hardware Heroes. Oh, that's a great card. PSA 9, recent grade. I mean, this card is yeah, okay. It's not, I don't think it's a 10. Like maybe 15 years ago it's a 10. Nowadays, I don't think it is. Yeah, I'm not going to go for that one. I love that, but it's not a card for me. Oh, the Shaq's up to 2,600. The PSA 10 ticket2.net. Okay, I'm not going to bid there. 40 seconds left in the window, guys. And then a bunch of these cards will be sold. The Kobe patch is awesome. Oh, God, is that awesome. Sorry, I don't mean to bring the Lord's name into vain. But that's a great card. I don't even know. There's the Sakic. Some great stuff. Football side of things. And we got Superman. All right, what are you guys saying now? Great picture, nice Munson. Thanks, Jeremy. It has the coding, Sundin. It has the coding, but it probably is sold now. It's probably been sold. Yeah, it sold for $51. That's the one right there. Jacob Dahl. Hey, Jeremy, chat. Congrats on the book, Jeremy. Thank you, Jacob Dahl. I appreciate that. I did announce that I have written a book, and it will be coming out soon. And hoping to get it out by Christmas. It's called Pops and Comps, and it will be out. Like I said, I'm hoping to get it out by Christmas. Still have a few finishing touches to put on it, but it's not just like a 80-page book, guys. Like this thing's going to be over 300 pages. It's 83 chapters, 7 appendices. It's going to be jam-packed with information. It's called Pops and Comps: Truths, Insights, and Psychology Behind the Numbers That Drive the Sports Card Market. Rob Star, Yogi's well-centered and vibrant, just the crease holds it back. Yeah, I've realized that I don't mind a crease on a card. I'd avoid a crease like the plague. Now, I don't mind. Like, I will trade for, like, I will take a crease if the card has beautiful registration, color, centering, corners, and edges. Put a crease on there. Like don't put it through his face sort of thing, but I'm okay with it. Jeremy from California, some great cards in this auction. Blew my budget this past month on 53 Jackie and a bunch of Redmond 50s. Congratulations on the pickups, Jeremy. Seriously, very, very cool. All right. So let's see what got sold now, guys. Oh, okay. All three of these made it in. All three of these made it through. So did these. What? Did everything make it through? It looks like everything made it through. None of the vintage baseball sold unless there's something wacky with my browser. Everything made it through. All the baseball cards made it through for at least another 3 minutes. But here we go. Basketball. The Mikan does sell for $46.80. The Russell for $38.40. The Kareem for $38.40. The second year Magic PSA 9 does $408. The MJ BGS 9 does $15,000. High Risers does $300. Both of the Hardware Heroes have been sold. The MJ does $7,500 and the Shaq does $1,590. The Hard Court Heroic sells for $7,200. Look at all the MJ Take-It-To.nets are still going, as is the Shaq. The BAMS does $14,400. And these three are still going as well. So let's go back to the top. Page 2 of basketball, still going. The MJ jersey card, the 03 Exquisite base jersey parallel variation out of 25. PSA 6 sells for $7,200. The MJ dual jersey from Exquisite does $39.60. The Magic Johnson Noble number pieces, not Noble, there's number pieces, does $25.20. Faded MJ Auto still going at $9,500. These are going. The LeBron Flawless Ruby patch has sold for $15.90, and the Dual Auto Kareem and Magic does $7,200. Quad Logo Man, or whatever we're calling this card, is still going at $12,000. In the world of hockey, the PSA 6.5 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky sold for $3,720. The second year Bork Tops, $1,590. All three in this row have been sold. $1,980 on the 83 Gretzky, $1,800 on the 84, $3,120 on the poorly registered Yzerman rookie. The Patrick Waugh rookie does $810. The 87 Gretzky, $1,080. The 88 Gretzky, $1,830. The Sakic, $51. Everything else is still going. We still have how much time left? 53 seconds in this first 5-minute extended bidding window. These top three cards have been sold. These two have been sold. The Favres have sold. The Moss is still going, and the two Nike swooshes are going. Everything else has been sold here. $444 for a nice Unitas rookie. That's not bad. $504 for the Montana auto. Not bad. 30 seconds left in the window, guys. $1,800 on the Favre Essential Credentials and $930 on the Finest Gold Refractor. So let's see. What I want to do is, okay, nothing has been sold at all yet in the baseball. That's crazy. Usually something is sold in the first window. In basketball, well, we'll just let this window pass. We'll let this window pass. Kinger picked up the McMichael at a fair price. I've been Future Watch Auto Gold hunting. Future Watch Auto Gold. Are those... What is the Future Watch? Are those out of 50? Like, I'm not even certain what those are. I know they're out of $9.99. And then there's a gold parallel. What are those numbered to? Kinger, let me know. I'm curious. We can go look at the card too. Oh, Superman sold for $2,520. That's good. I mean, it's definitely not a $12,000 card like the one I saw at the Expo, or call it like 85 or 9,000 USD. But again, it doesn't matter. Even two cards in the same grade by the same grading company can look dramatically different and be worth a lot different amount. They can be worth a lot different. There can be a big gap in values just based on their eye appeal. And this one does not have very good eye appeal. I mean, the card's all there, but it's super dark and stuff. Like, I bought a copy of that card myself at the National this past year. Well, this year, 2025. It's a card I wanted really bad for a long time. I'm sure some of you saw me share it once I got it. And like, I'm just wanting to see. Yeah, like mine is, well, okay, it's dark too, but like the thing's all there, you know? And it's a 2.5. Like a totally different copy. Anyway. Good to see. Okay, so we should be through now. Oh, we're already a minute and a half through that window. Still, okay. All these are still going. Wow. All still going, but they all need bids in the next 3.5 minutes, right? They're all in red. Yes, yes, red. Everything's in red. Page 2, we're in red. We need bids. Nothing has got a bid yet. So if none of these cards get a bid in the next 3 minutes, they will all be sold. Back to basketball. The Bird is now sold for $720. I wasn't crazy about that card. $28.80 on the Duncan. The Kobe PSA 10 metal base card sells for $21.90. I mean, some base cards are worth gold, like that one there. Here's the Star Power Supreme Michael Jordan die cut. Does $44.40. Like, that's it. I think that card is undervalued, just relatively speaking. $3,000 on the Golden Touch. We've sold 2 of the TakeIt2.nets. The 8.5 is still going, but the PSA 9 did 9,300. And so look at that. Remember I said earlier in the show, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Will the PSA 9 outsell the BGS 9.5? Well, it doesn't, but it sells for the exact same amount. Which, you know, is kind of interesting because the 9.5 is supposed to be gem mint and the 9 is mint. So a gem mint card should sell for more. But these plastic holders are their own like luxury pieces, status symbols, you know, like a lot of us hobbyists, we flex our status by the plastic holder that our sports cards are in. So it sounds ridiculous sometimes, but that's how it works. That's how it works. There we go. The Shaq does 31.20, and everything else is still going. 23K now on my old, maybe my old BGS 10 Michael Jordan. Duncan go nuts. Plus 46. So that's at $27,600 right now out the door, I mean. All right, basketball. The Mikan 46, you know, those had all sold. 15.4 sold. Yep. Okay, we just did those. What's going on here with hockey now? Everything's sold. 810. Yep. Nothing. No new news here. 1710 on the mystery finest gold refractor Gretzky PSA 10. 1500 final on the MVP gold script Wayne Gretzky. 2760. Like I love this card too. This McDavid. I love those tribute RPAs. 2760 there. 1050 on the Bedard Platinum Portraits and 13.8 on the Bedard Cup RPA. So I'm going to refresh this to get rid of the sold cards, and I guess they were all sold. So no more hockey left to look at tonight. Football, what do we have left here? Just the Mahomes. So the Marino sold for 1,050. Oh, no, the Moss is going to at 47. Well, let's clean this page up. We still have 2 left there. There they are. I'm going to close Superman. Baseball, 20 seconds left, guys. We need bids on a whole bunch. Yeah, the majority of these are going to sell here in 13 seconds because none of them have bids really, except for up here, right? Except for the Cobb. Everything else is going to sell, I think. We're going to be left with 1 card on this page. It just took 10 minutes into All Access Extended. Still hunting, Kinger. Go for it, buddy. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, you said not numbered, similar to Acid Young Guns. Okay, got it. Bob Boozle wears the members only jacket for status. That's I give you more status for that, Bob Boozle. I do. Buy the Cobb, Kinger. Buy the Cobb, says Bob Boozle. Oh, did some of these get bids? Like, okay, hold on a second. I feel like something might be wonky with this page. I'm going to refresh it and see what happens. No, then we're going to lose the sales. I feel like something's wonky here, guys. I'm going to risk it. We're just going to lose what we, yeah. Yeah, they've all been sold. What's left? 2 cards left. So something was wonky with the window. We're down to the Cobb and the Shohei. Cobb's at 41, Shohei's at 36. Sundin liked the basketball quad tag. I thought so too. Yeah, very nice card. Do we see it here? It was on page 2, which is down here. There it is. I think it's still going at 15.5. Yeah, that'll still be going at 15.5. Curry sells for $66,000, you guys. 66K on the Curry. 7,200 on the dual, 35 on the Luka 101. We saw that. 17.4 on the Kobe Kaboom. The 2 Eminence Kobe autos go for 56 and 5,300. 12.6 on the 2013 Curry Kaboom. Curry or Kobe? Curry, yeah. Kevin Durant limited logos rookie sells for 22.2. 11.4 on the faded MJ Exquisite auto. 16.8 on the 06 MJ Jambalaya. 19.50 on a beautiful Rodman card. The Kobe patch does 8.10. Second year LeBron PSA 9 Jambalaya does 57.60. We saw that Jordan before. Kobe Finest Gold Refractor does 28.80, and the Kobe SP Game Used Auto Jersey does 16.2. So we will refresh these and clean this up. Oh, what happened? They'll all be on this page now. So we went through these already. Yeah, there we go. 27.6 on the Duncan Go Nuts, 34.80 on KG. $5,000 almost on Electrifying Kobe. Shaq Take It 2.net 31.20. Okay, we saw most of these already. Although still going on the MJ. Sold 4,000 on the Hot Shots. 28.80 on the High Voltage. Yeah. Okay, let's refresh basketball. I can close this page up, and we are left with 5 basketball cards. And we are going to go into the next window on the Durant 101 and on the Duncan Raise the Roof. The other 3 cards all need bids to make it into the next window. Both baseball cards are going into the next window. I want to see what has been sold. So if I go to watching 200 auction, weekly auction 200. It's a bit of an anniversary tonight for Fanatics collecting their weekly auctions. If we go to, is it sold basketball? No, sorry, baseball. So sold doesn't work right now. Does closed work? There we go. Okay. So now see, and let's just sort this by earliest year and see what's been sold. So the Mathewson did 25.20, 4,200 on the PSA 2 Lou Gehrig, 8,400 on the Babe Ruth Sport Kings. Joe DiMaggio of 1939 does $3,000. Joe Jackson 1940 does $5,000. 48 Leaf Babe Ruth 4,000. Jackie does 13.2 for the PSA 3. Really off center, but great image. Stan the Man does 21.90. Ted Williams 17.40. The 2 Jackie Bowman rookies. The SGC 2 does 43.20 and the SGC 4 does 7,200. The Satchel Paige rookie, 26.40. Warren Spahn, 348 for the 49 Bowman and 372 for the Yogi Berra. I mean, the Mickey Mantle that literally got eaten, like chewed up and eaten, does 3,960. Yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes just about having a copy of the card. I love that. 312 on the Campanella, 57.60 on the second year Bowman Mickey Mantle, 22.50 on the second year Bowman Willie Mays. The Bowman colored Pee Wee does 14.10, $5,000 on the 53 Tops Mantle, PSA 3.5, 4,800 on the Mays, PSA 4. And the 2 Hank Aaron's, the PSA 6. $9,000 for this. Yeah, I mean, it's a 6, right? People just care. Yeah, that's great. That's great. PSA 6, $9,000. And the PSA 4 does 49.20. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I mean, this card should sell. So this card should sell for more than that card from this angle. But I shouldn't say should. I just say I like this card more than this one. I won't say what things should sell for. What do I know? But the 57 Topps Clemente does do 28.80. Frank Robinson 480, Frank Robinson 312, and Nolan Ryan 3120. Clemente from 72 does 264. The Bonds does 10.5. Griffey Auto 49.20. Griffey Auto 25.20. MJ Auto 20,400. Shohei $48,000, and the Quad Cut Auto 5,520. So those are the sold cards. We will have a few more sold cards now, I believe, here. Not in baseball. Well, actually, are these sold? Let's just do it this way. Still going. And this Shohei is also still going. So I'm not going to refresh and lose those. On this page, are these look to all still be going as well. And the Randy Moss Essential Credentials out of 41 did sell for $5,640. So we can refresh that and just be left with the Mahomes. Duncan is undervalued, says Chris. I think you're not alone in thinking that. I think that a lot of people feel that way. Oh, there's Jay-Z. Look at the 56 Williams that ended. Okay, Jay-Z, why don't we do that? Why don't we go look at the 56 Williams that ended? So we're going to go to all items. We're going to go to auction 200. We are going to go to closed. I don't know how to, let's just do this. Williams, 1956. Ooh, what? What? It's got the NBA gold sticker on it, meaning that it should grade higher. That's what an NBA gold sticker means, that the card is undergraded. An NBA silver sticker means that the card is in the highest like band of the population, let's say. The only thing, Jay-Z, is like it looks weird up here to me. Now, is this the way they all are with this thin blue line up here? I haven't seen enough to know. But it's for a 2. This thing is clean. I mean, it seems to have like a bit of a bend right there. I don't love the looks of that, but hey, it's a 2. It's got some sort of print error right there. What's the back look like? A little bit of toning on the far right of the back border. So what else are you saying? Yeah. I mean, it's got very good eye appeal, like on the image itself, for sure. I agree. Yeah, you stole that, buddy. Congratulations. That's a nice card, man. Like, I love it. I love the low grade high eye appeal. Like, it brings me so much joy to find like the PSA 1.5 53 Parkhurst Maurice Richard. I bought it at the expo last weekend. Like, the joy I got from finding it and being able to buy it. Just love it. I love it. So congrats, buddy. I'm happy for you. I think it's great. Rob, as far as values go, the lower grade Aaron is the better bang for the buck. Yeah, I mean, absolutely it is. I agree with you, Rob. I agree. Bob Boozle, this show has had more episodes than Reading Rainbow, Curious George, The Apprentice, Rugrats, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. We'll take that. That's crazy to think about, but if that can't be true, can it be? Maybe it does. I mean, I think we're right around 800 shows on this channel altogether. Yeah, nice snag, Jay-Z. Very, very nice. What's going on here now? Anything else sell? Oh, we're updating right now. Sometimes it goes a few seconds, but no, here we go. So the Tim Duncan Raise the Roof has been sold for $3,840. The Kevin Garnett Essential Credentials out of 13 sells for $13,200. And the other 3 are still going, so we'll clean those up. We're down to 3 cards here in basketball. Still have the football card going. And the green Cobb has sold for $5,160, and Shohei lives on at $38,000. Let's do this for fun, guys. Let's go to the auction, and let's go to this week's auction. And let's go to highest price. And let's just see what's left overall. Because I don't watch everything here. You know, we watch some, but not all. Let's refresh. Okay, so the Mahomes is, look, at least we're watching the two highest priced cards still. So that's kind of good, I guess. And 3 of the top 6. Ooh, I don't know why we weren't watching this MJ Jambalaya, 15 grand on a BGS 9. Oh, this is not die cut. This is, it should say here, missing the factory die cut, bankruptcy sheet cut example. Yeah, I just can't get into that, but it's still pretty, I guess it's kind of cool, I guess. Would not be for me, but I just like my cards packed pulled, generally speaking. Dual logo man, Trae Young and Jalen Johnson at 10.5. Players, UD choice, premium choice reserve, Kobe Bryant out of 100, PSA 10 pop 1 at 10,500. Those UD choice, premium choice cards are pretty cool. They got that neat background thing going. There's a Diego Maradona. I don't know this guy. I don't know that guy. I know Grant Hill and Wemby up there. Still lots of awesome cards going, guys. Another dual logo man there, Joakim Noah and Luol Deng. Joe Smith, champ PMG. Ooh, that's a nice Kobe. One sec here. Turn off that heater. Getting toasty. Getting toasty in here, guys. Sundin says, Ted Williams has such nice cards. 54, 55, 56, 48 Leaf. Yeah, absolutely he does. Bob Boozle, what's up? You don't like Jalen Johnson, Booz? What's going on with that, buddy? Take it up with Jalen. All right. I wonder what's on the bottom end. Let's go to lowest price. Let's see what kind of... Okay, well, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of these cartoons here for a second. Sports cards. There we go. Which does include non-sport. I'm okay with non-sport. I just can't do the TCG thing. Just makes my eyes go buggy. We're seeing some SpongeBob cards for the first time. The 2012 Topps Chromes. There it is. SpongeBob. Refractor. Topps Chrome Refractor SpongeBob. Might get one of those for my kids. My little guy likes SpongeBob. That's a nice looking card there. Yeah, this is the bottom of the auction here for sure. So, okay, we'll put that one to sleep and see what's going on. If there's been any more action here. 4,400 on the Take-It-To.net MJ, 2,400 on the gold vinyl 101 KD, 17.5. We had another bid on the quad tag or logo man. I'm not sure what that is. 55K now on the Mahomes booklet. Like that's actually that presents really nicely, doesn't it? It really does. They even put 2 of their flawless stickers on the holder. Look at that. You guys want to do some flexing. There's 2 flawless stickers here. Like that is flex worthy, if I might say so myself. Flex your flawless stickers, guys. Lord knows we flex enough paper and plastic in this hobby. I like the foil on this. Very classy. Great design. Great auto. You got the Nike swoosh and the NFL shield. Like that's really cool. Let's see. What does it say here? The enclosed player worn used material. What did he use it for, Panini? He wore it. What did he use it for? Like it's useless language. Absolutely useless and somewhat insulting language that they put on these cards at Panini. Like they take us for a bunch of dummies. Seriously. I get offended by it. Literally, like it's offensive. Glad SpongeBob is at $12, right, Boozle? No doubt, no doubt. Sundin's off to buy a box. I'd buy a box of that for my kids for sure. If that were a pizza, that would be a Meat Lover Supreme with all those adornments. Kinger won the Khrushchev Seismic Auto RC for peanuts. His numbers are impressive, playing behind Macklin Celebrini. I max bidded by mistake, and the bid increments have been $3 each in extension. Very strange. I can't speak to that, Kinger, but congrats on the win. Oh, no, didn't win yet. Okay, got it. Didn't win yet. Let's see what's going on with that. All right, so we've got here, let's go to the auction. And let's just search for Khrushchev. There it is. Oh, so this is out of 25 then, right? Yeah, the gold seismics, when they're autoed, are out of 25 on the rookies, and when they're non-autoed, they're out of 50. And let's see how Upper Deck's doing in terms of leaving like that auto. What do you think of that auto though, Kinger? It's something's fishy with it. Like we see this a lot. It's an interesting, like Upper Deck just hasn't figured out how to find the right ink for the right surface. Like Topps has it figured out. Topps does a great job at that. You don't get this on Topps cards or Bowman's. You just don't. Upper Deck hasn't figured it out yet, and I don't get it. So I don't know, Kinger, what you think of that, but oh, Mint Ink had SpongeBob boxes at 680 Canadian, and they sold out. Yeah. You thought under 50 was fair for this card here. Yeah, well, you're right about there with the juice, right? You're at 50, you're at $44, $45 right now. Yeah, listen, there's only 25 of them. Don't worry about my comments on the auto. Like, you know, this is still his gold seismic autograph rookie card. There's only 25. They probably all have that same autograph effect. So if you want it, don't let my comments slow you down. Like I mean that. I wouldn't steer you wrong. At least I wouldn't deliberately steer you wrong. Hello, Brad's Vintage Collection. Bob Boozle does love the design of that seismic. Bob Boozle, I got to tell you something. So I had somebody, I'm not going to say who, of course, but somebody reached out to me today, and they're like, they sent, I almost want to read you this message, Boozle. It was pretty funny. I'm going to listen to this message I got today. It says, I don't know details, just a head nod or a wink. If someone has ever come up to you at any shows you're set up or attended and introduced themselves as Bob Boozle, he's a legend in every podcast I listen to. Just curious if anyone knows who he actually is. Again, no details. Like he wasn't asked. He just wanted to know if I knew. Just wanted to know if I knew who you are. So Bob Boozle. And then I said, I go, no, I have no idea who Bob Boozle is. Unless I have met you and I just don't remember, which you can let me know. And then he writes, he goes, the biggest hobby mystery. So Bob Boozle, you are the biggest hobby mystery. You should send me your email address, Bob Boozle. I'll send you a link. We'll have a private studio discussion just so we can meet each other. Let me know if you'd be up for that. I'd love to. I'd love to see the person behind the name. And let your wife, I want to meet your wife too. Bring her as well. Yeah, I have a feeling that's not going to happen. But if it did, that'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty cool. All right. So the flawless red, white, and blue booklet Mahomes has been sold now for $66,000. Congrats to the new owner of that beautiful piece. Truly beautiful. And we still have two basketball cards going. The BGS 85 Take-It-To.net MJ sold for $52.80. Football's done for us tonight. Khrushchev's still going. And the Shohei is still going at $42,000 for the 2018 green refractor auto at a 99. Boozle says, my house, I don't know what a sigil is the Yeti. My house. Signal? I don't know what you're talking about there, Boozle. Very mysterious. You're the mysterious one. Oh, Brad won a card. 171F. 171 F1. Let's see if we can figure out what that is. 171. Oh, what happened here? More bids? More bids on the Khrushchev. Okay, hold on a second. Auction. Can I search for 171 F1? Is that going to work? No. So we got to go by, what is it? $3, Ginger. Attaboy, Gennady. Congrats. Oh, I've never watched Game of Thrones, Boozle. I never watched it. Brad's Vintage lot one set. Okay, so how do I find out what card that is? We're in the auction. We're going to go to this auction. We're going to go closed. And we're going to go to all items. Now it resets the searches. So we got to go to 200, closed. Now if we just go by, how do we go by lot number here? Recommended, recently added. What do we got here? No, that's not it. Oh, F is a flash card. That's a Adobe. You told me right there, Adobe. All right. Oh, the 59 tops. Let's have a look at that. Beautiful. Wow, Brad. That is gorgeous, right? Look at this thing. This is clean. Holy, why is it a 6? Dude, this card is magnificent. What? It's the eye appeal? No eye appeal designation? Dude, that's an amazing card. That is very nice. Very nice. For $36. You stole it. What a buy. Great buy, buddy. Seriously. Yeah. Well, let me know. Let me know why if you end up getting it in hand. I'm curious. Very nice. Yeah, it looks like a reprint, says Ginger. That's amazing. Like, I think that's a steal, dude. Holy mackerel. Congrats. I love it. All right, the Shohei has been sold for $50,400. The Adobe has been sold for $36. We're going to close out of this. And the Kurashev is still going. And now at $54 out the door. $54 out the door now for you, Kinger, if you're going to go for it. Still fair. Like, you're not going to stop bidding for, like, why would you even stop bidding for $20? Like, I don't know. You'll decide. It's already going to the next window. 47 now. I think it was just a 45 a second ago, wasn't it? We are in the 1 minute windows too. So if it doesn't get a bid in 1 minute, it will be sold. We're at $47. This is the last card of the auction for us, guys. Let's do this for fun. Let's just see what Card Ladder has to say about this card, if anything. They must say something. It's not going to do it that way. So what if we just get rid of that and get rid of up? There it is. $60. One sold for almost 2 years ago. Let's get rid of the word update. We might not need that. Might increase, and we can also get rid of his first name. No, nothing changed there. So a PSA 10 to 217 a couple years, a year and a half ago. $50 back here. Oh, but that's the same one. What happened? Did it end yet? 5 seconds. This might be it. No, it got a bid. Someone came in and sniped a bid at the last second, but it's going to go another minute now. You will get it in hand. Beautiful. Maybe I'll get to see it then. Yeah, take a little gamble on a card like this. I would agree with that, Kinger. I mean, I don't know much about this player, but if he is playing behind Connor Bedard in Chicago, I mean, if he's going to stick around and be there for a while, that could be good, He could be a good player. They're a young team. Could be, but could turn into something down the road for sure. Time will tell. Good luck. We'll wait till the end of this window, guys, and then we'll wrap this up. Let's hang out with Kinger, see if he gets his card here. We'll see what happens. I'm going to see if I was bidding on anything tonight. 6 seconds. Oh, bid to 52. This one keeps on going. Popular card. You got good taste here, Kinger. Go Kinger, go. Go Kinger, go. That's right. We're all cheering you on here. Oh, it just keeps on going now. 56. No, I did not bid on anything tonight on any platform. Kurashev plays for the Sharks now. Oh, did he say Celebrini? So who's he playing? I thought he said something earlier. Oh, maybe he said Mac, and I misread it. All right, $60 going to the next window. So Kurashev plays for the Sharks now, and that's a good young team as well. Well, we'll see what happens. Another minute. Let's see if it gets another lantern. Says, what did the Gretzky refractor go? Like 1,500, but you're talking about the finest mystery gold, Turner? I think that did like 1,500. Maybe more. Maybe like 2,500. They didn't give him a qualifying offer. Thank you, Curmudgeon. Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. On the third line in San Jose, hey? Says, oh, OC Trust Attorney. Good to see you. Yeah, I think it went for more than 1,500, though. Let's see. We'll go here. We'll go to this auction. Right there. Closed. And we'll search Gretzky. There were some Gretzky's tonight. 1710. I wasn't that far off, Turner. 1710 USD, of course, it sold for. How about 1,500, Turner, on the MVP gold script out of 100 PSA 10 Pop 8? 1,500. Kurashev has now been sold for $72, everybody. And that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks for joining, everyone. Appreciate it. 100 people across platforms. Appreciate that, everybody. I will be back on Wednesday for a new episode of From the Front Row. And then Thursday is the Fanatics Collect Premier Auction Party right here with Adam Gray and myself. We will be going for several hours. So we'll see you back here on, hopefully you guys come check out the new show on Wednesday. I'd be grateful. We'll see you on Thursday for the Fanatics Collect Premiere. Appreciate it. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it very much. Rob, thank you. Gennady, good night. Brad, good night. Kinger, good night to you. Sundin, good night, guys. We will see you all very soon. Have a great night.
Thanks for tuning in and being a part of the Sports Cards Live community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most of all, keep collecting. More great content to come. Sports Cards is a lifestyle.